Have you always dreamt of studying abroad but you don't have any idea from where you can start? Trust me, I've been there and I want to share the 6 steps that you can follow to start your studies abroad as well. So, with my insider tips and experiences, I can assure you that you can make your dream come true. So, let's start this journey together. Let me just get done with my lunch today and then we will start our video formally. I have planned to record this video in different places in university so that you can get to know a little bit more about my university, as well as you will get to know all the 6 steps that you are looking for. How you doing, guys? If you are new here, my name is Ali and I'm a master student based in Germany. So before I share the 6 steps that you have to follow to be in Germany as well, I would like to tell you that this video is optimized for students who are from Pakistan. However, if you are a student from some other international country, you can still watch this video to get the basic idea of what are the steps and how you can get your visa as well. It just started raining at that time, so I have to come back home, and then I'm recording here near my dormitory. So the first step is to get the visa appointment. Now it will sound a little bit strange to you guys, but I cannot stress this enough that this step is very important to be done at the very beginning of your whole process, because for Pakistanis, getting the visa appointment takes the longest. And the good thing is that you can apply for a visa appointment without even having anything else except your passport. So all you need is just to grab your passport and then go to a link. I will share the link in the description, and then you have to just fill in a very small form to get your appointment. And there is also another good news for you. For students who have their GPA more than 3.7, they can apply for a fast track and then they can get their visa appointment very quickly as well. So then the next step is to search for your universities which you can apply for. And while you're searching the universities, you have to take consideration of 2-3 things. First and foremost, important thing is to know that the program you want to apply and you're going to apply perfectly aligns with your research interest and your field of study. Don't be like that, just apply for a program because you feel like I can get in this program very easily, and then you don't like it, because when you will come over here it would be really difficult for you to cope up because you don't have any interest in studying that program. In Germany there could be 2 different type of universities: public universities and private universities. In public universities the education is totally free, and all you have to do is to pay around 300 to 250 to 300 euros, which is the semester fee, and it also includes your bus ticket and other things as well. But if you go for a private university, the fees for that single semester is gonna be pretty high. It's gonna be some thousand euros, which is rather difficult to handle for students especially. So I always recommend students to look up for public universities so that you can have free education, and don't consider this thing that the public universities are gonna be like not good. It's not like Pakistan that public universities are not good. The public universities are equally good as private universities, or I would say that they are even better than the private universities. Now you might be thinking that from where I can search the universities which are offering certain programs that I want to join, and I would like to tell you that there are 3 to 4 links that I will add in the description. The first one is dart.de, then there is master portal, then there is study portal. So you can go to these websites, just search your field of study, say engineering, or like me, I search for bioinformatics, and so on and so forth. And at the end of the video I will share a pro tip for the searching the university, so tag along and watch the video till the end. Even though it's so called summer in Germany these days, but it's still getting really cold, I will grab my jacket and then we can continue to the next step. At this point you should be done with first 2 steps, and the first 2 steps should not take more than a week. And now you are ready to move on to the third step, which is to prepare the document. So you have shortlisted the universities that you want to apply, and you have like 4 to 5 universities. You can also go for 6 to 7 universities, like two universities top notch, two schools which are gonna be mediocre school, and two safe schools where you are sure that you are gonna get admission over there. So once you have the list of the universities that you want to apply, so now you have to go to each and every single university in the list of 5 to 6 universities, and then you have to check the requirements of that specific university. There are 6 to 7 documents that are required by almost all of the universities. I will share them with you right now one by one, but I'm not saying that you can bypass this step and then just follow the things that I've mentioned, because it is possible that at the end when you're applying there is 1 or 2 documents missing, and then you will miss the deadline of your application. So the first document is IELTS or TOEFL document, and you can go for either IELTS or TOEFL, and some universities will also allow you to just submit a English certificate that your mode of education was English in your university. However, I would recommend you to do this IELTS or TOEFL test. So doing this TOEFL test can take you a while, maybe 1 or 2 months. It's not that difficult. In 1 or 2 months you can definitely prepare for it and then just go for the exam, and you can do it in the first attempt. The second steps, which could take more than a month, is to get the attestation of your degrees from HEC, and it will be mentioned on university's website that either if you need the HEC attestation or you don't need, and it would also be mentioned on the university's website that you need the HEC attestation for your university degree as well as your matric degree, and so on and so forth. Now the third document that is required by most of the universities is the conversion of your grades and your credit points, and you have to convert them from your transcript of records, because in Germany the credit points are a little bit of different weightage. Like 3 credit points in Pakistan could be 5 in Germany, so you have to apply a multiplier to your courses. It's usually 1.5, but I will share a link about that, where you can just convert your credit points into German system, and then sometimes you might also have to write down the description of few of the core courses that are required by a very specific program that you are applying, and you have to submit that as a PDF as well. The next document is letter of motivation. Writing the letter of motivation could be a little bit challenging, and I would share a outline document which you can follow to write down your letter of motivation, and later on if you want to have a detailed version video on how to write a letter of motivation, I can also do that for you. So the next document is the letter of recommendations, and letter of recommendations are gonna be done by your professors from Pakistani universities, or somewhere if you have worked you can also get the letter of recommendation from your employer in Pakistan, and these could take a little bit of time depending on your relationship with your professor or your employer, so please start this as soon as possible. Then you also need to prepare your CV or resume, and it's a general perspective that the CV should be in European format, but living here in Germany, I have found out that Germans don't really like the European format CV. So just make a really nice CV. It should not be a very colored CV or something like that. Keep it simple. You can add a photo, but it's not required as well. But just it should be a one-page CV, and also don't forget to mention your projects that you have done in your bachelor's as well. Last but not the least, it could be a really difficult document that you might have to prepare for applying in very specific universities, and it could be also only links to engineering programs, and this is the GRE test. So some universities in Germany could even ask you for a GRE test. For those who don't know what is GRE, it's a test which is usually asked for in USA, but some universities also ask in Germany. This is basically a test of your English skills as well as your basic math skills. you are not gonna be doing very next level maths, but the questions are a little bit tricky, so you have to prepare for it, and you should keep in mind that it can take up to 3 to 6 months, depending on how much energy and effort you are gonna put in the preparation of this test. So at this point you will have prepared most of your documents. If you have to take TOEFL, you would have done that, and if you have to get attestations, you would also have done that. So now you can move on to the fourth step, which is to apply for the universities. So while you have been shortlisting the universities and checking the prerequisites of those universities, you would definitely have checked the deadlines. And keeping in mind the deadlines, next you can just apply for the universities. Now, applying in Germany for universities could be of two different types. It could be directly applying to the university portal, or you might have to go to Uni Assist, where you will be submitting all your documents and different things, and then Uni Assist will take your documents and then submit it to the university, and they will also ask you for the hard copy. So you might have to send the hard copies of your degrees or transcripts to Germany. You will have to mail it. You can use DHL or TCS or any kind of that service. So, and also please make sure that there could be different deadlines for submitting the online application and submitting the hard copies via mail. So you have to consider both of the deadlines. Sometimes the online submission is a little bit earlier, and the hard copies you can even send a little bit later, but please make sure that you can submit the online application anytime. It's just gonna be right away from your laptop, but sending the documents could take 3 to 4 days depending on which kind of service you take. So just keep in mind and then apply in time, and don't wait for the last moment. Like, if your deadline is on Sunday, don't wait till Sunday. Finish your application 3 to 4 days before, then keep on reviewing it and then submit it. At this point, you must have applied to different universities, and now you will be waiting to get the results. And I would say that you should not be just waiting. You should move on to the next step, which is to prepare the visa documents. And now, in preparing the visa documents, the most important document is the source of funds. So in Germany, in one of the visa document is to show that you have enough money to live here for at least 1 year, and the amount keeps on changes because of the inflation. You can check the exact amount from the link that I will share in the description. These days the amount is around 11,000 euros. So you have to send around 11,000 euros from Pakistan to Germany, and it would take a while, a few days, depending on the method you choose to send the money. And then it will be blocked in the German blocked account. Like, you will be getting a specific amount each month so that you can focus on your studies and you don't have to worry about getting the money. Initially it would be, at this point you must have prepared the document for the money as well, and you will be waiting for getting the results from your university, and you will also be waiting for your visa appointment. And it's possible that you might get your admission letter first or your visa appointment first. So if you get your admission letter first, that's pretty decent and good, because there is no hard and fast deadline to accept the admission letter most of the times. However, some universities will ask you to enroll yourself, and if your visa appointment gets delayed by a whole semester, then you might have to enroll yourself and start your studies online. However, you can also ask the university to move your admission to the next semester because you are unable to come to Germany in time, and then you can start your studies next semester. So now we are going to talk about the last and the very important and happy step, which is to go for your visa interview. Let's assume that you got your visa appointment at this point. Now you will have most of your visa documents already ready, and then you just have to just compile your documents and go for the visa interview. The visa interview could be crucial and you should be prepared for it as well. However, the most important thing that you have to do is to stay confident and to really understand which program you have applied for, and you should be knowing that what kind of studies are gonna be in your program. Don't be like that you have applied for a program and you don't know anything about that program. This gives a really bad impression that you just want to go to Germany and you are not interested in studies as well, and then it takes your chances of getting the visa to 100%, from 100% to 25%, I would say, or even lower. So these are all the basic steps, and now you might be waiting for the pro tip that I wanted to share with you to search for the universities that offer your program. So that pro tip is to just search in Google that universities, master programs offered by universities in Germany related to blah blah blah. Blah 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 could be bioinformatics, it could be mechatronics, it could be electronics, it could be anything. So by searching this on Google, you will find a few links. Usually I will open first to 2 to 3 links, and then I will get a list of universities. Now the list of universities is not gonna be 100% correct. There could be some universities which don't offer that program anymore or something like that. But once you have that list, then you can go to the website of each university, and then you can use the search bar of that university website to search for your program. So I basically did was to go to the university website and then search masters in bioinformatics, and usually I would get the web page or the home page for the bioinformatics program. Over there I would check all the requirements, the deadlines of the applications, and then I would just prepare my details of all the universities in an Excel sheet so that you can have an overview how to apply for all the universities, about the deadlines and the requirements, and then you can continue with your step. So this is the first video of this type, and I hope you like this video. And I know that this is a very general video. There are several details which you might want to know, so you can get in touch with me. I would add the links in the description, and you can also comment down below about specific step that you want more detail on, like if you want to get more detail about how to prepare for the interviews, if you want to get more detail about how to prepare your CV, how to prepare your personal statement, and any kind of other things. I would love to make detailed videos on that. The videos are already gonna be in pipeline, but if you comment down below, I can prioritize those videos, and then you can get those videos a little bit earlier. And if you want to prepare for your IELTS or TOEFL test, I would also add links in the description. Also, I have a friend who is really good at teaching IELTS and TOEFL, and he has been doing it professionally, so I will also add the details of that friend, so you can also get in touch with him, and maybe he will offer you personal lessons as well. Thanks again for watching. That's pretty much it for now. See you around in the next video.